All right, this video is on LCM, which is least common multiple. You need at least two numbers to do a least common multiple because it's always comparing what's happening between two numbers. You can have more than two, but you at least need two numbers. So, for example, let's just start with an example. Let's say the least common multiple between 4 and 10. So what you would do is you take 4 and you just start skip counting by 4. Like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and I could keep going. It doesn't, I usually just go a little bit and then I choose the other number. Okay, now we're going to do by 10. 10, of course this is easier, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so forth. Okay, well, when you have your multiplication chart, this is actually pretty easy because you can just use your multiplication chart and look at the 4s and it'll go in order of the 4s. What you're looking for is the first time that they are the same number. So like 4 and 10, 8 and 10, 12 and 10, you know, and so forth. But there are two 20s here. So 20 is the first time, that's the first number that they share. That's the least common multiple. So the least common multiple of 4 and 10 would be 20. All right, let's do another one. Let's say the least common multiple of 6 and 7. All right, well, let's list out our 6s. We got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Let's stop there. Okay, let's list out our 7s. We have 7, 14, 28, oops, 21. I forgot 7 times 3. 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. All right, I see the one they have in common first. They don't have anything in common until you get to 42. So that took us a little while to get there. So this is one way to do it. You just list out the multiples, and the first one that they have in common, that's the least common multiple. So this would be 42. There is another way, and the other way uses prime factorization. So let me show you. This is method, let's call this method 1. And we'll say the other method is method 2. All right. Let's go ahead and do 4 and 10 again. We already know what the answer is. It's going to be 20. But if I listed out the prime factorization of 4, it would just be 2 and 2. Okay? And if I broke down 10, it would be 2 and 5. That's pretty much it, right? So I'm going to write them again. And the way you do it is what they share, we're going to highlight. Notice that they share a 2. Okay, so both of them have 1 2. This one has 2 2s, but it doesn't matter. We're only looking for what they have in common. So I'm going to write the 2 here. And then I'm also going to pick up this 2 and this 5. I'm going to pick up what they don't have in common. And if I multiply 2 times 2 times 5, I'm going to get 20, which is the same answer that we got when we did this way. So, you know, maybe this way is a little easier. I don't know. Let's try another one. Let's do, what's the least common multiple between 12 and, it doesn't matter. Let's say 8. Okay. So let's break down 12, 4 and 3. And then we'll break down 2 and 2. So this is the prime factorization of 12. Let's go ahead and break down 8. 4 times 2. And then this will also break down 2 and 2. So I'm going to write it over here. So 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. And 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So I'm going to highlight what they had in common. They had 2 2's. That's really what they had. They had 2 2's. Notice they have 2 2's here and 2 2's here. So I'm going to write that down. We have 2 2's. We also have to pick up what they didn't have in common. They didn't have this 2 in common, and they didn't have that 3 in common. So if I take 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, which is what we have here, and hit enter, the least common multiple between 12 and 8 is 24.